Okay, so I'm going to show you how to improve a painting when it looks flat. Now, I've done this with sepia. There's no particular reason to use sepia other than it's very good for painting clean values. There's no chroma shifts, there's no temperature shifts to worry about. It's all warm and I can focus purely on value. So flat paintings suffer from a value problem, namely a hierarchy of values, and it's not clear. The hierarchy isn't clear. So you end up with this kind of mid-value mush and nothing reads. There's no dominance here. And this needs to be resolved. It needs to be able to be read from a distance away. So I'm going to show you how to resolve a painting like this when it's flat. And I'm not asking you to go away and paint with sepia. I'm just using this for a demonstration purpose because the values are clean, like I say, and there's no temperature shifts to worry about and there's no colour, more importantly. So we can focus purely on value because this is a value problem. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to assert dominance. And I'm going to make a very concentrated, punchy sepia mix here with virtually no water. And I'm going in here and I'm going to make this dominant. This mass is dominant. So we've now got clarity between the masses. Okay, you can worry about edges and articulation of branches and whatnot, but again, like I said, this is purely for demonstration purposes that I'm trying to show you here. So straight away that reads, there's no ambiguity there, this reads. And what I'm going to do now is just punch a mid value in here, stronger mid value. I'm just going to bleed this down like so. And don't worry, you can always go back and reassert dominance in value terms. You can always do that. I'm going to soften this edge here. Okay. And edges play their part in dominance, but this is mainly just to look at values. I've put a subordinate mass here. And I'm just going to knock this in with a mid value. So this retains its dominance. And I'm going to bring this down here like this. And the composition is fairly sound. The eye leads through with the clear white passage like this. There's a nice way through. This now asserts dominance. And you can go back in and you can push the value even more. So there you have it. Simple DIY way of doing it. We can help the eye through by punching in a bit more value here while this is wet. Take the eye in a little bit like that. I'm not going to worry about edges, like I said, because this is more a demo to prove value hierarchy. So what you see now is this atmospheric wash. And the original painting was kind of hovering around this. I wasn't pushing this a lot. But straight away I've come in and I've slapped in a very concentrated sepia mix. Like this. And you can see the value range immediately. And then I've got this mid-tone, which is somewhere in between, I'll guess, like this. Just like that. 3 values, that's how you make a painting pop. And when you stand back from this, this reads now. It didn't read before because I've just implemented value hierarchy. And like I say, this isn't to demonstrate anything else other than that. But the next step for me, if I was to progress this, I would be focusing on edges and maybe articulating a little bit of the foreground. I might even put another wash in. But yeah, that is how you rescue a flat painting, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't take a lot to do. It just takes a bit of boldness, a bit of courage, and you go in and you be very clear with your values. That's it really. And I would always advise you to think clearly about your values before you even start painting in colour. You've got to get it to read first. That is the key thing. Okay, thanks for listening and thanks for watching.